What's up, everyone? It's Ruby here, bringing you guys another video, Baldur's Gate 3 video. I wanted to start doing like sort of character analysis, discussions, that type of thing. And I figured, why not start with one of the what to me is one of the most important characters in Baldur's Gate, my love, my queen, and my favorite God's favorite princess, Shadowheart. So I'm going to warn you guys, there are going to be spoilers. If you have not completed Shadowheart's quest line, there are going to be major spoilers that, to me, should be learned in a first playthrough, okay? So if you have not completed Shadowheart's quest line, please, spare yourself, because we are going to be talking about those character arcs. So if you don't know, if you have not been in Act 3 with Shadowheart, and you haven't done her questline, just be warned, there are major spoilers, okay? It is, like, seriously. So, now that that's been out of the way, spoiler alert, okay? Let's talk about it. So, we first meet Shadowheart, and she's quite the mystery, actually. We don't know a lot about her. She's very guarded. She doesn't really open up too much. She's very defensive. She likes her privacy. She doesn't really want to tell us what's going on. So that's our first impression of Shadowheart. We know that she's a cleric, but we also know that she's a little bit not a light cleric. She's more like a dark cleric, if you will. Because she's wearing like all black. Even her dark hair, and all of it kind of leads up to this arc. And the first thing that we learn is that she follows Lady Shar, the mistress of the night, as they say. And we don't know too much about Shar, other than the fact that she is the reason why Shadowheart can't remember anything, the reason why Shadowheart is probably very guarded. We don't know why. We don't know. Shadowheart seems to believe that Shar has her best interest in mind, and so on. Then we learn that not only does Shadowheart follow Shar, she's one of the most loyal followers of Shar, and even has the ambition to become a Dark Justiciar. And we learn this once Shadowheart is able to kind of open up. We also know that she's very guarded about the Githyanki. She doesn't really trust them, which you kind of question why. Because there's not really necessarily a good reason why Shadowheart should be so guarded about the Githyanki. Why does she not trust them? That's a very good question. I don't know if that's ever really answered completely. There are some ideas, like she seems to have a very poor impression of the Githyanki, which we'll talk about. But also, she, has some very interesting opinions. She generally likes the good decisions that we make, but she's also fine with the deception. And if you play it out, you can actually turn Shadowheart dark. Or darker. It depends, right? You can have the nice Shadowheart, or you can have the mean Shadowheart. And this decision is based on a very important arc for Shadowheart, and that is whether or not she will kill the Night Song. If she kills the Night Song, she is solidified her loyalty to Shar, right? But if she doesn't kill Night Song, she solidifies that she is now against Shar, which is a huge change. And we see how that affects her as well. When she first chooses to spare the Night Song, we see her start to question everything she knows. Why couldn't she kill the Night Song? I mean, if she was right there, it's not like she could fight back or anything. But then if she does kill the Night Song, right, she now has solidified her identity as a Dark Justiciar and someone who is very, very loyal to Shar. However, that all changes when we enter Baldur's Gate. Now, this is where the spoilers are really going to happen, so please, major spoilers, okay? We learn through traveling in Baldur's Gate and interacting with the other followers of Shar, specifically a very familiar face who we learn is the Mother Superior, Viconia, from the previous Baldur's Gate games, which is kind of a surprise a little bit, because from what we know about Baldur's Gate 2 and 1, Viconia is, I mean, she's a drow, she's a cleric, and she's a little bit evil, but not completely evil. And I feel like, in a way, Viconia and Shadowheart do have a lot in common. Maybe that's because of Viconia's influence over Shadowheart. The fact that she raised her, the fact that she taught her things. Maybe that has something to do with why they kind of act very similar. They're a very similar type of character. But we don't really know Viconia's motives and why she is so loyal to Shar. Because, I mean, she's a drow, so she first followed Lost, right? But then she became a worshiper of Shar. And that, I think, is established in the second game, I believe. It's kind of established that she is a follower of Shar. We don't know too much about Shar in the second game, I don't think. If I remember correctly, we don't really know a whole lot. She doesn't really, I mean, oh, so, no, sorry, it's in the first game, I think. The first game is when we learn that she's a follower of Shar. And then the second game, it really sort of solidifies. I don't remember, actually. No, I think it is the second game where she says that she's switched to Shar. Anyways, not important though. But we know that there is a reason why Viconia, I suppose, switches to Shar. So I guess in a way we kind of probably should have seen it coming that she would be the Mother Superior. But we learned that this is the case. And we learned that Viconia is not. She's not a nice person. She's not a nice person. It's very interesting because you can kind of take that as you will. But anyways, when we go through the final sort of gauntlets, if you will, I suppose, we learn something very surprising because, as we know, Shadowheart regains, well, has the potential of regaining her memories. And we learn the truth is that, at least from what I know, the truth is that Shadowheart's family were followers of Selune, the rival goddess. Which is surprising. And not only that, but Shar and Viconia manipulated Shadowheart into thinking that her parents were the enemy. This is a very shocking reveal, a very emotional reveal. And it's at this point where you can turn Shadowheart into a very loyal follower of Shar and not tell her the truth, or you can do the opposite. It's a very good arc for a character. We don't know a lot about Shadowheart in the very beginning. And suddenly, in the most vulnerable moments of Shadowheart's life, we kind of learn everything about her. And we understand why Shadowheart is so guarded, and why Shadowheart is kind of the way that she is. Because as a child, she grew up thinking that the real enemy was Selune. But in actuality, the real enemy is Shar. And I think by doing that, you completely flip it on its head. It's a very interesting take to have because, I mean, you go from the most loyal follower of Shar to a follower of Selune, complete opposite. I mean, that is such a big leap that it's just so amazing. And when you think about it, it's a beautiful story. When you learn that, you can affect Shadowheart's journey in many ways. Especially if you romance her, but even as just a friend, right? And I think that is why Shadowheart is kind of loved by a lot of people. Because it shows the character growth very well. And I do think that it is because of Jennifer English, the voice actress. Because you see it in her emotions and in her acting, the difference between dark Shadowheart and light Jennifer. You see the difference between the two characters, and they can be basically completely different characters. I mean, you go from someone who's kind of like edgy, goth, almost kind of, to someone who is the complete opposite of that, potentially. Or you get, like, the coldest version of Shadowheart, which is the devout follower of Shar. And I think what's more interesting, though, is when you do play as dark Shadowheart, there's still a moment for you to tell her the truth about Shar. And have her react to that. Because you have to kind of think about, Shadowheart just did the one thing that she was always told to do, and that was kill the Night Song. And now she's learning about her parents, and now it's a completely different story. So even in the act of following a dark Shadowheart, you can still change her. You can still make an impact on her life by telling her the truth. That is a powerful thing. Because not only is there a hero and a villain path, there is still a chance for character growth even after you've chosen to go dark. And there's not a lot of characters where you can do that with. Because a lot of the times characters, they have their very set motive. Like, for example, in Mass Effect, in general, right, you either have a Paragon or a Renegade character. You don't really have both. Right? If you look at Garrus, you can influence Garrus. You can either make him a goody two-shoes, or you can make him the complete opposite. But you can't really mix both. Not really, anyways. It's like, you could play a Paragon Shepherd or a Renegade Shepherd, but it's very difficult to do both, because, generally speaking, it goes one way or the other. So really, that's just one example of what makes Baldur's Gate 3 so great, is just the story writing for Shadowheart. And she's not the only one, but I feel like she's the one that changes kind of the most. Or potentially changes the most. I mean, Lae'zel, this video isn't really about Lae'zel, but if we compare, Lae'zel's story arc, it is actually pretty, I feel like Lae'zel and Shadowheart actually have more in common than what they would like to admit, right? Because both of them have been sort of lied to and manipulated by the people that they thought cared about them. And now their worlds are just crumbling down, and now you know the truth. And you can also kind of see by Lae'zel's reaction to Shadowheart, whether she remembers her parents or not. And you can kind of see that Lae'zel is a little bit concerned if Shadowheart doesn't know the truth. It seems that, to me at least, Lae'zel really wants Shadowheart to understand the truth. And maybe that's because Lae'zel understands that, she was very loyal to Vlaakith, and potentially now she's not anymore. Or even if she is loyal to Vlaakith, I think by the time you reach the end, Lae'zel still understands that her people kind of lied to her, and, it's not everything is as it seems. And I think that really shows not only the character growth, but the relationship growth. Especially between Lae'zel and Shadowheart. Anyways, that's all I have to say for now. I want you guys to please comment down below. What did you think of the Shadowheart story arc? Which path did you choose the first time that you played it? I'm very curious as to what you guys think, because to me, it's one of the better character stories. I mean, to be fair, I don't really care too much about some of the others, because I just don't connect with them the same way that I do with Shadowheart and Lae'zel and Karlach. That's kind of part of the reason why I usually just travel with them, because I feel like I connect more with them than I do the guys. Not that I'm against playing with the guys, but I feel like for me, I don't really get that connection with Gale or Astarion or Will or even Halsin. I don't really get that connection. But yeah, I think that that's all I have to say about that. So just comment down below, leave a like on this video, and subscribe for more Baldur's Gate 3 videos, because I'm really starting to get into it, and I'm really excited to talk about this game, and not only play it, but talk about it, really break it down, and kind of branch out and really touch the different topics, the different types of things regarding Baldur's Gate. Anyways, thank you guys so much for stopping by. Hope to see you guys in the future, and peace out, guys. It's been a blast. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.